I feel like all these places are just purposely wanting to start beef with me or something, or making me mad.
Ready packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
What is up, Boo Bears? How are you guys doing today? I'm doing great. So I'm low-key hiding a bruise on my forehead with this bandana. Let's not talk about it. But how are you guys this day? I'm great. Today is a little mad story time. Places are just so annoying these days. Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen, I had a vlog put out about beef with Hurricane Harbor. Now I have a vlog, not a vlog, I have a story time about beef with Six Flags. Okay, so these are two instances, different times, completely different times, but at the same place, aka Six Flags. Okay, Mariah was with one of them with me, so if y'all don't believe me, you can go talk to her. She could prove my point. Okay. Before I get into the video, please be sure to give this a like, because why not? And because your girl started crying in this moment. It was very hard and dramatic. It was extra. Okay, let's just get on with the video. Okay guys, so it is Saturday. I don't know what day it is when this happened, but it was Saturday, and the new Harley Quinn ride at Six Flags was opening. Okay, this is really crucial because I love Harley Quinn. She's amazing and I worship her. Okay, so when I found out this ride was coming, I was excited. It was supposed to come spring of 2018. It is now the middle towards the end of summer, and it had just opened, so I was already frustrated. Okay, on top of that, I realized that on Friday I could have got in earlier, but because I didn't look it up, I wasn't able to, which sucks for me. So yeah, I'm already mad because I just found this out this morning, the morning I'm gonna go to this ride, opening day. Okay, so they let us in early, but the ride didn't even open till 11:30, and they're not stupid. They know that's why most people are here so early. You know, they're not dumb. So they tell us it won't open till 11:30. I'm tired. I just ran my butt all the way to Harley Quinn from the entrance. It was a lot. So yeah, I was mad, and I was like, okay, first of all, we need to get some drinks. I'm out of breath and I'm thirsty. Second, we might as well just ride some rides because we have an hour to kill, so we could do whatever was around here. We did Catwoman's Whip, and like all the rides over there was closed down too, except Catwoman's Whip. It was so confusing. But anyway, so we did a couple rides. That was fine. We did Mr. Freeze. That's cool. So we get back into line, and I'm thirsty because I don't exercise that much. Okay, like once in a blue moon. So I was thirsty because it's hot. The sun is beating down on us. We're standing in no shade, and it was not cool. So my mom's boyfriend decided, oh, there's a water stand there. Let me stand in line and get some water for my kids, which was me and my boyfriend. And so, yeah, he was standing in there. And then they did this whole opening ceremony, and he realized, he was like, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to, like, go get some drinks, you know what I mean? So he's like, I'm sorry guys, I couldn't get it filled up. And he comes to line, and this small security guard slash janitor or whatever came up to him and started talking. So first of all, my mom's boyfriend, sorry my hair looks weird, my mom's boyfriend is like and this security guard is like this. Okay, I mean, yeah, it was a big difference, but that's irrelevant. So basically, we were standing in line, and he came back into the line with us, because any person, if they're doing something for their kids, they're gonna come back in their line for the kids so that they could ride the ride with their kids. Point with beard, anybody would know this. And the line was growing while he was standing in line. Yeah, whatever, it was growing. So I mean, it wasn't like it was the end. Oh, I don't know how to explain, but basically, so the security guard keeps arguing with him, telling him, you can't cut in front of the line, whatever, and I say there was 5 people, sir, that just went up into the line in, like, near the front. So you want to tell me that we can't line jump or whatever? He was like, yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of that. And I was like, yeah, you're standing with this one person when there's 5 other people going into the line. How does that make sense? Like, one person compared to 5 people? Come on. Are you serious? So whatever, they keep arguing or whatever, and I'm starting to get upset because I've been waiting for this ride, you know, like, I'm getting upset because it's just frustrating. When I get mad sometimes, it's like, instead of like hitting or yelling, I just cry and I get so upset because it's so frustrating that I can't do anything about it. So basically they're arguing, and then this guy has the audacity, whatever that word is, to say, well, you and your kids could go to the back of the line. No, I've been standing in here. I'm not going to go to the back of the line, okay? So whatever happens, we're going through, like, finally the gates open. He yells my name, and I'm like, no, I have to ride this ride. I've been waiting to ride this ride. It was very dramatic. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I have to go. And so my boyfriend's right here. We're going up into line. And then my mom's boyfriend got put at the back of the line. Whatever, you know, that's cool. I mean, I was mad about it. It wasn't whatever, but still. So we're going into, like, the first part of the line where it's, like, the actual line. And it's, like, covered in stuff. And I'm walking through, and we're, like, slowly, like, walking. And then this girl had got out of line that was right behind me and my boyfriend, and who witnessed the whole thing with my mom's boyfriend. Gets out of line to go talk to her sister, which, here's the line. Her sister over there and forward a little bit because she was working the ride, because she worked there or whatever. On top of it, it was this girl's birthday. I guess I was eavesdropping a lot. So basically, this girl goes to get back in line. The security stops her, and he's like, ma'am, you can't cut. And then this girl just says, oh, I'm with him. I was talking to my... And he cuts her off. And he was like, okay. I was like, this one person, like, who has one guy, that boyfriend, that they, whatever, got to jump in line, but there's 2 kids without their adult supervision. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really need adult supervision, but, like, you just let him go through. But this, like, small little security guard couldn't let my mom's boyfriend come with his kids. Like, she's an adult. She doesn't need that big grown guy, her boyfriend or whatever, to watch out for her. But, like, what if something were to happen? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. This adult girl can cut in line, but my mom's boyfriend can't, who's supposed to be supervising me, making sure I'm good, can't cut in line. So that was frustrating, and I even yelled that. I was like, how is that fair? I was talking to my boyfriend, and I was like, how is that fair? This little girl gets to jump in line, but my mom's boyfriend can't? Like, that's so stupid. Whatever. So apparently we were going into line or whatever, and everybody who was in front of him and behind me were saying, hey, if you want, you can cut, you can go ahead to be with your kids. So nobody had a problem with it except the security guard, which was annoying. And honestly, I thought my mom's boyfriend was gonna get kicked out of the park, but he didn't. Okay. So we finally get up to there, and I was like, oh, there's a single rider pass. And he jumped in that one right after we had already got on. And so this whole big deal about not cutting or whatever, you know, and him not being able to come stand with us, and then the people not even mad about it. Like, if he wanted to, he could have, but he was like, no, it's okay, I'm not trying to start any more problems. I go to sit down, and I'm waiting for somebody to come sit next to me, and there's an empty seat. So you made this whole big fuss about him not being able to get in line with me, but there's an empty seat right next to me. And this security guard was the only one who had a problem with it, because every person behind there, first of all, they all saw that I was really upset about it, and also they all saw, like, he's trying to be with his kids. He's not trying to, like, just jump in randomly. Like, he's trying to be with his kids. Like oh my god, it was so frustrating. I was like, nobody had a problem with it. There was a seat empty right next to me, and you're telling me, oh, he can't cut, right? That seat was empty. Nobody else went in there. What do you mean he can't cut? That's wrong. That one seat is empty. He could have sat there. was very frustrating for me. Now I have beef with Six Flags, but I mean, I'm still gonna go because I like going with my family. But I was super mad. And next story, this happened with Sammy. She's a part of my family. Yeah, she's my cousin Robin's mom. She's very chill. Okay, she goes with whatever. And this is important. She like doesn't like to like cause troubles like with other people that much. Like I don't see her trying to like start stuff on purpose or anything. So basically, there was this ride. The old Harley Quinn ride. Oh my god, that's so funny. The old Harley Quinn ride that we were gonna go on. And my cousin Mariah was staring at the stage, and she had not noticed like the line was moving. But she was standing in line with us. She just didn't notice, and it was her fault, her accident. Everybody else let her get in front of her. But this like snobby little girl was like, I'm sorry, you can't cut. And I was like, she was standing with us. So whatever, they stop her, and this girl is letting all these people come through. Okay, that's important. She was letting all these people come through like when they shouldn't have. So they stopped Sammy and my cousin Mariah, and finally Mariah gets on the ride, but Mariah gets on the ride with me, and then Sammy is waiting at the gate. She was going to be the first person on the next ride. And first of all, that's not her fault that she was held up, because that girl, that snobby little girl, was letting all these people come in before her, okay? Which they were line jumping, line cutting, whatever. Her and the girl let that happen. So, yeah. Usually when you have an altercation, you tell everybody to stop so you can figure it out, and then, you know, you continue on. But no, she was letting all these people go. So I felt bad for Sammy. I was like, I don't want you to ride the ride by herself. And I was like, she would have thought that we were waiting on her and she was being a problem or anything, which wasn't the case, because she did want to ride the ride at first. But then, so the ride stops, and I go to Sammy and I'm like, hey, okay, let's go. Like, so I could ride with her, because she's not going to ride with a stranger, like, stranger danger, what? Like, excuse me, like, she's not going to ride with some, like, 5-year-old or some random stranger adult or whatever. So I said I was going to ride with her. And so this lady's like, no, you can't. You have to get back in line. I was like, she was going to take up a seat by herself. And I don't want her to ride by herself, and she's not going to ride with a stranger. So I'm going to get on there with her. And she was like, no, you can't do that. That's line jumping. And I was like, let her through. We're going to go sit down. Okay? We're going to go sit down. Like, just leave us alone. We're going to go sit down. She was already going to take a whole seat. So one seat was already going to be gone. But she would have been on the last one had you not stopped her for no apparent reason. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you're causing this, and now I don't want her to be left alone because she's family, you know? And I mean, of course it's a ride, but like, still, it's just a point. Like, it was her fault in the first place. It was this worker's fault in the first place that that Sammy was gonna have to ride alone. So this girl keeps arguing with me, and then I was like, well, she wants to ride the ride. And Sammy, like, I had said that before, and this lady was making such a big deal that Sammy didn't want to ride it anymore. She's like, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And I was like, no, because you stood in line twice, like 2 times around, just so you could ride this. We're going to ride it together. And this lady was like, no, that's line jumping. I was like, first of all, hold up. You let those other people in front. So what do you mean it's line jumping? You just let all those people line jump her. You know, you messed up. And I was like, I'm going to ride with her. She's going to take up one cart, and I'm just going to jump in there. You know? Like, it was very frustrating for me. And then finally, the lady's like, she doesn't even want to go. And I was like, yeah, because you made such a big deal about it. You know? She was already going to take up one cart. There was going to be a space. And I was going to fill that space. I was going to be nice, and I was going to ride with her. But no, that's line jumping. Nobody was going to sit in that seat. She wasn't going to ride with a stranger. And now because of that, this lady, now Sammy didn't want to ride because this lady was like that. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry you like have a bad attitude today, but I'm going to report you. I didn't end up reporting her, but yeah, I made it seem like I was going to report her. But it's just so frustrating that y'all are so big about line jumping. But, like, when it really matters, you know, like, it's just one person was gonna ride with another person, but it was gonna be, she was still gonna take up a seat. So I mean, I didn't see it as line jumping. She was still gonna take up a seat, and there was gonna be one extra spot. She wasn't gonna sit with a stranger. And there was one extra spot on the other ride, but my mom's boyfriend couldn't sit there because that's line jumping, right? An empty spot being filled by somebody who can randomly fit in there. But listen, on other rides, like what was it? On other rides, like Mr. Freeze and stuff, they let people line jump when they need to fill a seat, so there's no emptiness or anything. You know what I mean? So it's so wrong on these two rides. But on every other ride, as long as we get the maximum people we can on there, it's fine. I just hate when something is so like hypocritical and like not fair, because it's just really frustrating. And sometimes I get really mad that I would like yell in people's faces, because you're gonna create these rules and you're gonna say we stand by these rules, but then you're gonna let other people break those rules. But then when it comes to one person, it's like, oh my god, it's the end of the world, oh, we're gonna have to eject her from the park, this and that. That is frustrating to me, because we are all equal, man. We are supposed to all be equal, right? But then you're not gonna care, and then you're gonna care and you're not gonna care. That's not being equal. Anyway, I hope you guys like this rant / story time. Yeah, my legs are tired, my head hurts from being so angry. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and check out all my social media, link down below. And while you're down there doing all that, might as well subscribe and hit my post notification to become an official Boo Bear, so we can be savages together. I'll see you guys next time.